Anything that is causing you to see that limit in your life is not meant for you. Just period. Oh, I can't because my husband would never allow me. Did you marry the right person? I'm coming for the nonsense today. I can't because my job won't let me. Are you in the right job? I can't because my mother will think, should you still be listening to your mother? Does she have the life that you want? And is that the person that you should be letting be your guide? Yes, it's abrasive. I don't even want to call it abrasive because it's not really, it's just honest. The countercultural part to this is to challenge the version of your life that is making you think you can't do something that you have been looking to do for a long period of time. When I tell you that everywhere I go, everywhere I travel around the world, around the country, anywhere I am, I promise you the number one thing that people say to me is, I wish I could fill in the blank. Now, usually in my case, it's I wish I could dye my hair blue. If you didn't notice, my hair is blue. I wish I could dye my hair blue. I wish I could wear my hair like that. Or I wish I could live part of the year in another country. It's usually those two things because I do spend a lot of the year, most years, in the island of Barbados, as well as here at my home in the United States of America. It's just the way that I've structured my life. That said, I really want to tackle this I wish I could phenomenon, this thing where people think, where you probably think that there are certain things that you see other people do, other ways that they are living their life, and you look at them and you say, I wish I could do that. Most often, it is because of your job that you feel like you can't, right? Here's the lie of it all. You can do those things. You can dye your hair blue and you can live in another country part of the year. If those are the two things that feel really resonant to you and there's something that you really, really want to do with your life, the one life that you get to have, period, then you can do those things. But that probably means that the job has to go. So if the job that you are working is creating the environment where you don't feel like you can fully be or express yourself, in this case, we're talking about dyeing your hair color or living out of the country part of the year, then it's not your desire for those things that's incorrect. It's the job that you're in that is incorrect for you. The truth is, you are probably not living out the version of your life that is most authentic to who you are. So just as a recap, the way that I define authenticity here on this show is your divine way of being. It is the way that you were created by God Himself to be in this world. That means you have a calling, you have a purpose, you have a reason for being here. That is all your authenticity. Now, the next part of authenticity that comes along with this in this conversation, as we define it here, is that you have been influenced in your life to live out a version of your life, a version of your personhood that is actually probably not your most authentic. Most frequently, people define authenticity in the world as a collection of habits or a way that you are. And as long as you are that way consistently, that is you being your authentic self. Here, we're uprooting that as we would on a show about a countercultural conversation. And we are saying that the way that we define authenticity is that there is a spiritual definition of you that is your actual truth. It is your divine calling, your reason for being here. So the reality is, if you are likely not living in your most called version, in your most spiritually defined version of yourself that we call authenticity, then there is likely a version of you that is quieted, that is silenced here in the world, in the life that you are currently living in. That version of you knows the truth about you more than the one that you are living out right now. So if you have desires for things like blue hair and living out of the country for part of the year, those things are likely more attached to your authentic, your spiritually defined authentic self than the person that you have kind of crafted and shaped your life to be around. The truth that is in opposition to the lie that you wish you could and you can't. The truth is you can and you should, particularly if it's something that won't let you go. If you've been thinking about dyeing your hair or equivalent for X number of years, if you've been thinking about moving out of the country for X number of years, then it is something that won't let you go. If it won't let you go, that's part of your spiritual definition of yourself that is meant to be lived out into the world. So now, how do you go about getting out of the I wish I could and moving into the I can and I shoulds? I really like that. I think I should keep that. How do you go from the I wish I could to the I can and I should? Let's first talk about this a little bit in the way that this shows up in the world. Like, I know that I started with this conversation about what people say to me, but I know I'm not the only one. If you look at the internet, A lot of reasons people don't like the internet is because it creates a comparison. There's no need for comparison if everybody's living their authentic life. If they're living the version that is their spiritually defined definition, then there's no need to sit around and compare yourself to somebody else or want what somebody else has. But all the proof you need is in the comment section of every social media platform there is. Oh, one day I will. Oh, I wish I could. At some point in my life, I will. Oh, you're so lucky. That's my least favorite one, actually. Oh, you're so lucky. Oh, you're so the thing. And it's just this spirit of comparison that comes up to make you think that you can't do something you see somebody else doing. Anything that is causing you to see that limit in your life is not meant for you. Just period. Oh, I can't because my husband would never allow me. Did you marry the right person? Listen, I'm coming for the nonsense today. I can't because my job won't let me. Are you in the right job? I can't because my mother will think, should you still be listening to your mother? Does she have the life that you want? And is that the person that you should be letting be your guide? Yes, it's abrasive. I don't even want to call it abrasive because it's not really, it's just honest. So yes, this is a different way to think about and approach these things. But the countercultural part to this is to challenge the version of your life that is making you think you can't do something that you have been looking to do for a long period of time. And anything that's pushing you into like comparison mode, where you see these things come across the TV, the internet, the wherever, and you're like, oh man, I wish I could do that. It's probably something that is intended for your life, but you are creating a limit over yourself because your job, your family, your spouse, your thing, your stuff, all the things that need to be challenged in this season for you to live out the version of your life. Now, I'm not telling you to run out and get a divorce tomorrow or quit your job tomorrow. I'm not telling you to do any of those things, but I am telling you that it's worth considering whether or not you are living in the most authentic, the spiritually defined version of your life. There really is something to be said for living the uncommon life. There is some version of you that knows that you're not meant for the regular, the traditional, the way that everybody else around you is kind of doing life. And maybe you have a few outlier friends that are thinking about things like you are. But in this case, you know that you are governed by what I call the uncommon. You are really looking for that life that is not the status quo, that is, go to the job, stay at the job, retire from the job, and that's it. You are embracing a version of your life now that people kind of only aspire to if and when they retire eventually. So if that is you, if you are the person that is looking for the uncommon life, I want to invite you personally into the Uncultured Coaching community. That is our primary mission in this community, is to do that. This is the version of your life that you are no longer having to have as aspirational. This is the thing that you get to live now, but it is also the countercultural because it's not the thing that everybody else around you is doing or talking about or aspiring to. And that's why the community aspect of this is so important. It's difficult to do this kind of change to your life by yourself and on your own. So if that's you, click the link right below this video and get into the community today. We are there to support you and be with you as you are taking this countercultural journey into the next version of your life. You don't have to wait to live the version of your life that you can see in your mind as you are considering how you can show up as your most authentic self. You get to live that now, today. In the beginning of Jeremiah, in the beginning of the book of Jeremiah, there's a scripture that says, I knew you. Before I formed you in your mother's womb, I knew you. There is something that only you can do in this world. There's something that only you are destined for because God was so unique and distinct and distinguishable about the way that he created you to be. That said, if you are feeling the need to do something, whether that's live out of the country part of the year, whether that's dye your hair blue, whether that is start a YouTube channel and start, saying the truth that you feel on the inside of your body, whatever that is, it's not meant for you to wait to do it. It's not meant for you to look at somebody else doing it and say, oh, I wish I could do that. Anything that you have on your list of things that is, oh, I wish I could at some point in my life do this thing. And you're persistent. I wish I could. Every time you see somebody with a red car, oh man, I wish I could. Every time you see somebody with blue hair, oh, I wish I could. Every time you see somebody talking about living out of the country for part of the year, you start saying, I wish I could. I want to challenge you here to change the way that you are thinking about that and to change the way that you're approaching that in prayer. And instead of begging God to give you it at some point in your life, Ask God to reshape the way that you are looking at the scenario in front of you, and ask God what's now, what's later, and what is next after that. What are like 3 phases that you can prayerfully put your life into so that you have a plan to start bringing into your life the things that you believe are meant for your life. This is not meant for you to compare. You are not designed to compare yourself to other people, places, or things. You are meant to live the life that is authentically designed for you by your maker, by your creator, by the one that loves you so much that he was so specific with the way that he crafted you. So if that is the big thing, then why would he put you in a space to compare? When you start to feel the I wish I could, I really want you to also, aside from prayerfully asking what can I do now, what can I do next, and what can I do after that, aside from prayerfully asking that, I really want you to start challenging what it is that it's bringing up for you. Because whatever you start to say, oh, I wish I could about, there's something in it for you. And it's not for you to compare yourself to it. I want you to start asking yourself, what is it about this person, this place, this scenario that I am deeply attracted to? And then take that to God. God, I prayerfully, Lord, is this the thing that is meant for my life? What aspect of this is meant for my life? And then trust that he will unveil for you and show you exactly what it is that you are intended to have. Because there's no version of your life that you are meant to live wishing for something. Even if God strategically has you in a waiting season, that doesn't mean a comparison season. Waiting and never getting are not the same thing as waiting in anticipation, knowing that it is coming. There's nothing that is lacking in your life. There's nothing that is going to miss you. Everything that is for you is going to find you, so long as you are intentional about analyzing the things that are coming up for you as you're navigating the world and navigating the story that you're creating for yourself. Hey, thanks for tuning into this countercultural conversation here at the Uncultured Show. If this has been inspiring for you, if you are feeling more like it's okay for you to challenge the things that are coming up for you as comparison, and if you are starting to feel like, man, I really need to start challenging prayerfully those I wish I could, then I'd love for you to just like this episode and subscribe to this YouTube channel. That really helps us know how to direct the content for the show. So the more likes that we get, the more subscribes we get after we post the video, is how we'll know where to go with the content. And just leave us a comment below letting us know what it is that you would like to hear more about. We are definitely here to challenge the status quo. We are definitely here to talk about divine alignment and authenticity and living in that spiritual definition of who we were created to be. So if that is your jam, follow along the journey. Make sure you share this with a friend, somebody that is on this same spiritual awakening journey as you are. See you soon.